Hi, everyone. I'm sure most of you are attending or attend the networking events because you're either in business or in franchising or would like to get into business. But one of the biggest questions is where is the uh, economic situation conducive to it? Is going into business a really good idea? All these sort of questions, I'm sure, are on everyone's mind. And today's session is just really going to highlight what FASA is doing at the conference, which is basically to unravel all this, to look at what government is doing for us, what franchising is doing, how franchising has fared. And this is very exciting because after 4 years of really struggling with COVID, with riots, with everything else, we need to know what the franchise sector has achieved and what it intends to do going forward. We're going to cover today, and we're going to give you some highlights from that survey that we've done, which looks at the performance of franchises over the past 4 years. And for anyone in business, this is fantastic because what you're going to do is be able to see one sector of the economy. And it's not just agriculture or manufacturing, it's basically business across 14 different sectors. And how have they done in the past 4 years? We've all been very, very worried that in fact, we have been negatively influenced, but strangely enough, franchising has come out on top as it has worldwide. So this is very, very good news. Just to run through quickly what the conference, which is happening on the 26th of October, will cover. There are two main sections. One was to try and get government to the table to say, what are you doing for us? What are you doing for small business? The country is in a really bad state. We can't let the economy collapse, and we can't let business collapse, and we can't let small business collapse. So we're lucky to have the Minister of Small Business address the conference. Fred Makato has been, the CEO of FASA, has been working tirelessly with them to try and find ways and channels to really stimulate the small business arena. So we're hoping to hear from the minister, and then we're going to have a panel discussion where we're going to say what government should be doing. Because I think as business, and you'll see from Margaret's sort of intimation on the survey results, franchising contributes a huge percentage to the GDP. So we have a right to stand up and say to government, what are you going to be doing for us? That was one aspect. The other aspect is obviously the survey, which is you're going to get a sneak preview now. And then we're going to cover things like energy, solutions to the energy crisis. And for that, we have to thank ABSA, who comes in through James, but we're going to have Justin Smith, who's the head of that whole energy, because they're working in that space. I mean, if you look at the macros around the country, a lot of their parking areas have got solar on it. So they've already been into that field, and ABSA's been behind them funding it. So there's a lot of, if you're out there and you're a business and you say, I need to go solar, ABSA's the crowd that will help you and have all the experience. And then we're going to have an international speaker. We're going to have Greg Nathan, who is a specialist in relationships and franchise relationships. He's been to the country a couple of times, and he's going to look at leading through uncertain times, which is very, very crucial, especially in that franchise or franchising relationship. And then we end off with something that's very close to Romany's heart, which is the future and technology and AI and how that is going to affect business. And already Margaret will be able to tell you that she's surveyed that scenario to see, are people moving into online? Are they doing things differently? So that's going to be Toby Shapshak, who is the editor-in-chief of Stuff magazine, very well respected, and he will end off the conference. So if you really want to know where business is going and where franchising is going, you've got to be at the conference. Over to you.